My name is Mike Annuzzi, and I am a singer-songwriter from the Silicon Valley in the San Francisco Bay Area. I'm getting really excited about the release of my second album. I've been so lucky to be able to perform at some amazing venues around California and share stages with some of my favorite artists. You know, I have the best fans in the world who've been with me since day one, and I've been so honored to meet new people along the way, and it's just been amazing. A few years back I quit my job, and it was because I knew that I wanted to and I needed to be sharing my music with the world. Yeah, I mean, it was definitely a struggle when I first got started. I was playing a lot of shows and there wasn't a lot of people in the audiences, and I was playing really loud bars where I was shoved in the corner and competing for the level of volume, trying to be heard, singing at the top of my lungs for hours and really not getting paid very much, just barely enough to, fill up my gas tank. I remember one of the first times I was playing gigs between San Francisco and San Luis Obispo, two of the places that I play most in California. And I was on the road and my gas light came on and it started blinking. I knew that I needed gas soon, and I was nowhere near where I needed to be or to get to. I just remember not having money in my bank account and really thinking about how I was gonna get to the next place I needed to be. But lucky me, a couple weeks before I had just opened up a credit card, and I was afraid to use it because I was thinking to myself, how am I going to be able to pay this off? But I knew that I needed to get to the next gig, and I just said to myself, you know what, I'm going to use it and I'm going to figure this out later. So that's what I did. I filled up and I drove to San Francisco, played my next show. And just having that happen, it really pushed me to get out there and play more often and just as much as I possibly could in front of as many people as I could. And I just said to myself, as long as I could continue to make an impact with my music, I'm gonna keep doing this. I feel so lucky to have gained the support from my family and friends who come out to my shows and buy my music, and all those people who let me crash at their houses so I could continue to perform and, have a place to write and rehearse while I was on the road, or just a place that I could rest up or shower and get all pretty for my shows. And these people are the reason that I'm able to release more music. So I released my first album over a year ago, and it was such an incredible learning experience. I had gained a lot of attention from a few of the songs that were played on radio around California, and that just meant the world to me. Just to know that my music was accepted and that others enjoyed it too. And it was so amazing the first time I heard one of my songs on the radio. I was driving and it came on, and at first I looked down at my stereo and I thought it was my CD playing, but then I just knew that the radio had been dialed in on that station, and I just couldn't believe it. I turned it up and I rolled down my windows and I was honking the horn and just screaming at the top of my lungs for 3 minutes, going like, yeah, I did it, finally. I'm almost ready to release my second album in the next few months. I've just been working really hard on it and I cannot wait to get it out. This album took a lot out of me, physically and emotionally. I built the studio that I recorded it in, and I played all the instruments, recorded it, produced it, mixed it, mastered it 100% on my own, and I'm really putting myself out there with this one. It's me at my best and at my worst, and it's all out there on the line, but it's me. Being a performer and, always getting it up in front of people, and, other musicians were there, or other artists were there, I always had somebody that was trying to tell me that I should perform this way or I should write songs like this, and honestly it was just so hard to please everyone. You know, it was hard enough pleasing myself, but I decided that with this album I was just gonna do this one my way. I didn't want to be worried about going over a budget or rushing on anything due to a time constraint. I just wanted to do what I was capable of doing and share my music with others the way that I knew how. And you know, it's not perfect in any way, and I'm okay with that. I hear the flaws as that's the real me. I always tell people that they don't know the real me until they know my songs, and I feel that way about this album. You know, even if not all of the songs are truly about my personal experiences, you know, they could be about a friend of mine or a story that I heard along the way, but it's really, you know, words that I am writing from my heart, and, you know, it's me picking up that pen and putting it down on paper and refining it and making it something that I want to share with everyone. I'm just so proud of this album. I can't wait to release it. Stay tuned for all the info on my release and my upcoming shows. You can find all the details at mikeannuzzi.com or Facebook. You can follow me on Twitter. I'd love to see you guys all there and all at my live shows. So thank you. See you soon.